Wir hatten heute die unverhoffte Chance, mit Herrn Robert Middleton zu sprechen von Rainy Mountain Royalty, ein Unternehmen, das das sehr interessante Brunswick-Projekt untersucht, Brunswick-Gold-Projekt. Wir wollen die Chance nutzen und mal nachhören, wie es damit vorangeht. Welcome, Bob. Please tell us just a little bit about your background to start off, because it's been a while since we talked. I think it was at PDAC in March.
Right. I'm actually a geophysicist and a geologist. I went to mining school at Haileybury and to Michigan Tech for my bachelor's and master's in geophysics, and had gone to University of Toronto starting a PhD. I was the first geophysicist for the Ontario government when I first graduated, and I've been working in the mining industry for 50 years now. Major companies such as Rosario Resources Corporation, which was taken over in a bidding war between Anglo-American and AMAX, and also Newmont. I was the manager of Eastern Canada for Newmont Exploration, and have run a number of junior mining companies in Canada, including a company called East West, which is now called Rainy Mountain Royalty.
Okay, so let's get to Brunswick. What attracted you to the project in the first place? Why do you think it's special?
Brunswick is special because it sits on the Rideout Fault, which is a continuation of the Larder Lake Fault from the Kirkland Lake and Larder Lake camps. This break is marked with Temiskaming sediments along the side and continues west through Brunswick, through the southern part of the Swayze Belt, where IAMGOLD are developing a major gold deposit, and a former producer called the Jerome Gold Mine. And the structure continues to the Borden area, where it's near Chapleau, where Mike Tremblay, the prospector that we got the Brunswick property from, had found the Borden gold deposit, which is being optioned and purchased by Goldcorp. And they're actually developing that mine now. They purchased it for about $558 million.
So the location is spectacular, let's say, and you've been working on it for a while on the property, doing some exploration work, some drilling. Can you tell us what you did up until now and what the results were, what they were telling you?
Right. We only started in actually October and November of 2016, just last fall. So it's been less than a year now, actually, since we started. And that work included line cutting and geophysics, which to our surprise found 4 to 5 other parallel shear zones parallel to the Rideout Fault. And they're all mineralized with iron carbonate alteration and the mineral sericite, and they were detectable with induced polarization surveys. So we then continued this winter with an extension of the grid to the west side, doing more lines in geophysics, and in the end of May and early June we did our first drill holes. Not one drill hole in each of the 2 kilometer long IP anomalies, just to test and prove what these things were. So we drilled 6 holes on the west side and another 5 holes on the east side on the IP anomalies, and then 4 short holes on the original gold showing.
So that gave you an amount of information. What did it tell you?
Well, it told us that all 4 of and 5 of the major shear zones were highly mineralized with other minerals besides quartz and anchorite and pyrite, and also pathfinder minerals such as arsenic and antimony. And these pathfinders are found at the gold mines in Timmins and also in the Hemlo discovery to the east side of Thunder Bay. We've also then, in August of the summer, just 2 months ago, did some more trenching with a backhoe excavator to expose the IP anomalies on the east side, and found other brand new gold structures that we had not seen before.
Very interesting. So what are you going to do now, let's say, until the end of the year and into the new year?
Okay, in October, which is a good time of year, it's usually nice weather. The leaves have already turned color and are dropping, and the black flies and mosquitoes are gone. We intend to drill these new gold structures that we found with the trenching that correlate with the induced polarization anomalies.
Okay, so this will give you more information on those structures, which give you perhaps some results in terms of what the gold mineralization is. we haven't been talking about that. So you encountered some mineralization in your previous work. Can you give us some examples?
Yes, we did drill the original gold showing. Hole number 7 had 3.5 gram intercepts. We have not tested another trench that had up to 32 grams in a narrow quartz vein with pyrite. We intend to do that in this next program, as well as follow the extension of that same structure. But what we have learned is that we have very anomalous gold numbers of 0.3 grams, which are the sort of numbers that led me into the Bell Creek discovery back in 1979. So I need to drill beneath those points and down plunge, because we think the structural plunge is to the west. So we've learned a lot from the trenching about the plunge of the structures, and we would then drill the down plunge of those anomalous gold numbers.
Okay. Looks like you have a busy autumn before you. Thank you very much.
That's right. Thank you.
Okay.